I just want to remind you, Attorney Zuleika, of your statement, initial statement, that there was never an occasion that you meddled with the operation, program, or project of the Department of Education. And then we made mention about Usec Mercado. You said that this is an isolated occasion. Now you admit that there are 5 other DepEd officials whom you advised to resign. Do you honestly believe na kung 6 na sila, isolated pa yan?
I really have no personal knowledge as regards the matter of confidential funds.
Okay. Kung talagang wala kang kinalaman, Attorney Lopez, sa utilization ng confidential funds, why is it that on April 19, 2024, where your signature is affixed to a document that was forwarded to COA, ikaw ang sumasagot sa Audit Observation Memorandum ng COA? Kung wala kang kinalaman sa confidential funds, bakit ikaw ang sumasagot? In your words, you said here, you are of the position that the subject subpoena should not be complied with. Is this correct? May kinalaman ba ang Vice Presidente sa sulat na ito? Oo o hindi?
Opo.
Were there occasions that you represented the Vice President in the official functions in the Department of Education?
No, Your Honor.
None at all. In one of those hearings, Attorney Zuleika, Usec Mercado testified that she was asked to allow this negotiated procurement of the department computerization program budget. And she refused. And after some time, you asked her to resign.
Hello mga Kapinas TV! Sa wakas ay humarap na nga ang Chief of Staff ni VP Sara na si Atty Zuleika Lopez sa pagdinig ng Kamara. Tulad ng inaasahan ay ang pagtanggi niya na may alam siya kung paano ginamit ang confidential funds ng OVP. Makakalusot kaya siya dito?
The reason why you asked her to resign is because she refused to conform to the negotiated procurement of the department's computerization program. Can you please enlighten us on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I was instructed by the Vice President to call Usec Mercado and tell her that the principal has lost her trust and confidence in
Sabi
her.
niyo po kanina, hindi po kayo nakikialam sa DepEd, di po ba?
Your Honor, that was just an isolated incident. In this case, ginagawa ko po lang yung trabaho ko because the Vice President was also the Secretary of Education. And in that instance, she said that I was to be the one to advise Ma'am Gloria that the principal has already lost her trust and confidence in Ms. Mercado for certain reasons, and that it cannot be Mr. Poa who will handle it because to prevent friction among senior officials in the Department of Education.
I understand that Usec Mercado is occupying a position of confidence. However, Attorney Zuleika, you will agree with me that the requirements of due process, notice and hearing are fundamental. Did you follow the requirements of due process before you asked Usec Mercado to resign? I believe that the question is answerable by yes or no.
I informed her, Your Honor, of the reasons why. She also
Did you
explained.
follow the requirements of due process before you asked her to resign?
Please be responsive.
Yes, I followed the due process.
If you
procedure,
did,
Your Honor.
mayroon ho ba kayong pwedeng i-present na notice of hearing where she can explain herself?
What, Your Honor, if I may explain, in that isolated incident, I asked her, I told her the reasons why the principal has already lost her trust and confidence, and she did which I think is a minimum, qualifies really as a due process. For what reasons was she being let go of? And then she also explained her side. She was given a chance to explain her side.
Mr. Chair, if Attorney Zuleika is maintaining the position that she followed the requirements of due process, question number 1, did you give her a copy of the complaint? Yes or no? No. Did you set a hearing for her? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
3, did you come up with a resolution on the issue that is being charged against her? Yes or no?
No,
I
Your
believe
Honor.
no.
When I say isolated, ma'am, I use the term in a manner that it is not something I do regularly. It is only upon instruction of the Vice President, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, because she was also at that time the department secretary.
Can you please enlighten us? Who are these 5 other DepEd officials whom you advised to resign?
I think, Your Honor, 4 lang po sila.
And the 5th is Usec Mercado?
No. I think the 4th is Ms. Mercado, Ma'am Mercado. Mr. Ablan, Mr. I forget his name. I think Mr. Arnuco. Mr.
Come again?
Arnuco.
Arnuco.
Mr. Arnuco. And the head for legal, I forget his name. I think Attorney
He's a lawyer.
Attorney Brady.
I wonder what made you ask him to resign. Is he the legal head?
During that time, yes, I think, because he had the rank of USEC, I understand.
And the 4th is Usec Mercado.
Yes.
Can you please state in brief, what is the reason for asking Ablan to resign?
That one, I think it is still the same, Your Honor, loss of trust and confidence.
Arnuco, the same?
Yes.
Attorney Bradit, the same?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Usec Mercado, the same?
Yes.
Loss of trust and confidence. This notwithstanding, I am inclined to believe, Attorney Zuleika, that what happened to Usec Mercado happened also to these 3 other DepEd officials. No copy of complaint, no schedule of hearing, no resolution or decision explaining why you are asking them to resign. And therefore, what you did to them is constructive dismissal.
My question was, who has knowledge and information over the confidential funds, the utilization and the liquidation? And you mentioned that
That, Mr. Chair, based on the documents, I would presume it would be the Special Disbursing Officer, Mr. Chair.
yes, other than the special disbursement officer, you mentioned the name Ms. Gina Acosta. Is that correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. And I asked you, Ms. Gina Acosta holds office under whom? And you mentioned,
That she is assigned to the Office of the Chief of Staff, Mr.
yes. And the chief of staff being
Chair. Attorney Lopez, Mr. Chair.
Attorney
Lopez.
Zuleika Lopez. The
Yes,
person
Mr. Chair.
behind you. The person beside you. Okay. Now, Ms.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Lopez. Gina Acosta works directly under you. Is that correct?
Your Honor, Ms. Gina Acosta is one of the employees.
No. My
under
question
the
is,
Office of the
she
Chief of
works
Staff.
under you?
Under the Office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor.
Yes. So you have management, control, supervision over her?
In certain cases, Your Honor, because she acts as the supervising.
No, Miss Lopez, Attorney Lopez, it's something na I've been noticing about the way you've been answering.
Oh,
You've
yes.
been very selective and evasive. Just categorically just say, because I'm starting to believe na you're trying to paint an image of a chief of staff that's not actually the role of a chief of staff. I've worked with many chief of staff, and chief of staffs have full control, knowledge, and information about what happens internally and externally in every office. But parang dito sa lagay mo, Hindi yata ganon. So anyway, my question is, Gina Acosta works under you o hindi?
Yes.
Okay. She answers to you, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if she answers to you, she's the SDO. Therefore, you would know about her activities, her responsibilities, and duties as the Special Disbursement Officer.
No, Your Honor. I was not the person who designated her, Your
No,
Honor.
no. That's not my question, Attorney Lopez. My question is, she works under you. You confirmed. You manage her. Yes. Now, my question is, Attorney Lopez, Gina Acosta, you confirmed that she works under you. That is correct?
She works with the Office of the Chief of Staff.
Yes, and you are
The Chief of Staff.
there you go, right? Now, because she works under you, you supervise her activities, correct?
Certain activities, Your Honor.
Why is it that somebody will work under you and you can only supervise certain activities?
Because she works with the Office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor, as admin officer, not as disbursing officer. So I only have a direct hand in her work as an admin officer, which is personnel management.
Kasi ang
Supplies
sinabi ni
and
Attorney
procurement.
Sanchez, pagdating sa confidential funds, Attorney Lopez, matanong na kita, may information ka tungkol dito? Meron o wala?
Wala po.
Wala. Bakit sinabi ng katabi mo na pagdating sa confidential intelligence fund ng Office of the Vice President, tatlong tao lang ang may knowledge at information dito? Ikaw, Gina Acosta, at si Vice President Sara Duterte. Yan ang sinabi ng katabi mo. Here. So, please explain to me, why would the person beside you say that and you would deny that?
Your Honor, I cannot answer.
Are you gonna fire her too?
I cannot answer for Director Sanchez, Your Honor.
I know,
can
but
only
my
answer for
question
myself.
is still funds. You, Gina, the person that works under you, and the Vice President. So why is it now that when I'm asking you, wala kang kinalaman?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, because that is the truth. I really have no personal knowledge as regards.
Kung talagang wala kang kinalaman, Attorney Lopez, sa utilization ng confidential funds, why is it that on April 19, 2024, where your signature is affixed to a document that was forwarded to COA, ikaw ang sumasagot sa Audit Observation Memorandum ng COA kung wala kang kinalaman sa confidential funds? Bakit ikaw ang sumasagot? Nasa palagay ko po ay hindi po tama. Hindi po tama sa maraming aspeto ng pagtingin at pananaw. Kasi maaaring tama ang sinabi ninyo na hindi pa kumpleto yung pagsusuri na ginagawa ng COA, but that's not your call to make. That's COA's call to make, which they have emphasized many times while they've been here. But for this letter, Attorney Lopez, mukha po kasing talagang ayaw niyong malaman ng taong bayan kung paano niyo po ginastos yung 612 million pesos na confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President at pati po ng DepEd.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Wait, I'll get to you, Attorney Lopez.
Okay.
So ngayon, Attorney Lopez, are you still of the position that you have no knowledge about these confidential funds?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have two documents here that you signed off. One, questioning not naman questioning, na pinapaliwanag mo yung AOM ng COA. Signature mo ang naka-affix doon. Number two, another letter addressed to COA na ipinapakiusap mo sa COA na wag munang ibigay ang audit observation sa Kongreso. That's your signature. Am I correct, Attorney Lopez?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you are still expecting that the committee will believe you na pag sinabi mo hanggang ngayon wala ka pa ring alam maski 2 beses ka nang sumulat sa COA tungkol sa confidential fund.
Your Honor, quick reading of the letter would
No,
indicate...
that's my anyway, Mr. Chair, I would just like to end my point because I don't think Attorney Lopez will cooperate with us anyway. I would just like to manifest those 2 letters are true. Those 2 letters cannot be denied. Her signature is on those 2 letters. Those 2 letters are both addressed to the Commission on Audit. One, intent of the letter, ipinapaliwanag yung audit observation. Pangalawang sulat, ipinapakiusap sa COA na huwag i-share at ibahagi ang audit observation sa Kongreso. So napakahirap pong paniwalaan ng isang taong nakapirma sa 2 sulat na yan ay walang kinalaman patungkol sa isyong kanyang ipinapakiusap sa Commission on Audit. No one in their right mind, Mr. Chair, will affix their signature in a document that they do not have any knowledge of.
Pero dito sa letter na ito, Mr. Chair, may plano talaga ang Office of the Vice President na mag-interfere doon sa ating conduct ng ating proceedings. Dahil dito, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry, Attorney Lopez, no, dahil ikaw yung nakapirma dito, and according to our rule, one of the reasons on the undue is the undue interference in the conduct of proceedings. So may I move, Mr. Chairs, na nag-violate si Attorney Lopez dito sa ating proceedings or doon sa ating trabaho due to this Section 11, letter F, undue interference in the conduct of proceedings. May I move to cite Attorney Lopez in contempt, Mr. Chair? I move.
Mr. Chair, before you make the ruling,
Any second?
if I may be allowed,
Any second to the motion?
Second.
Duly seconded. Is there any objection?
Your
Hearing none, the
Honor.
motion is carried.
respectfully, it was not the intention of the Office of the Vice President to...
Attorney, you wait for me to acknowledge
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry.
For that,
Apologize, Your Honor.
I move for 1 minute suspension.
Salamat sa panonood. Huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe at mag-share ng video. Hanggang sa muli.